Saracens.
Hi, welcome to another review. For this one, I'm doing the Blue Bulls versus Saracens Investec Champions Cup. It was played in Loftus. I think it's round one of the tournament, actually. Yeah, this is the first round of the tournament. Well, the atmosphere in Loftus was not that great. I must be very honest. I didn't really... The crowd was disappointing. There were not too many people in the stadium. It was almost... There were too many empty seats for my liking, especially when the home side is playing the Saracens. Yeah, I think the Pretoria crowd needs to do better in future for this, to supporting their team here, the Blue Bulls. But yeah, the crowds were the problem, but the team in the field, the Blue Bulls, did very well. They were very good. They're performing very well. They scored the first try here through David Creel.
Willie Leroux off the left hand onto Stedman Gans, and the space now for Goosen, and a simple run in for David Creel.
For the Bulls, and the Saracens looked very... the defense was very weak at the start. They looked unsettled, Saracens. Yeah, so this allowed guys like Honeycomb, Eliglo to carry very well early on, as the Bulls tried to play the game at a high pace with very ferocious carries to try to ambush the Saracens. So the first 10 minutes of this game were, yeah, as I said, we played at a high pace with mostly the Bulls on top, and they were dominating very well, the Bulls here, as they went on to score another 7 points through Eliglo.
Here's Curtly Aronson with some space. Takes on Elliot Daly and just steps in so easily. Here's Willie Leroux, Johan Goosen, Creel. This is quite brilliant. It really is from the Bulls.
But when it was reviewed this try, it was cancelled by the ref because there was a forward pass building up to this score. So it was cancelled by the TMO intervention. But it was very good. This try was very good. Either way, it didn't stand, but it was very good in the build-up. A very good combination of the back line players and the forwards players of the Bulls. So the Saracens, in general, they like playing mostly when their rap is mostly structured. They like playing in the final third of the field. They like set piece play. They like set pieces, run outs and scrums. So what they do, when they're in the final third of the field, they like using their ball runners, their forwards, to like steamroll most teams. You know, when they are there, they usually get quick ball from Van Zyl, and they usually get the advantage line, go over the advantage line. So the Bulls countered this strategy by disrupting the Saracens. Especially, they were using someone like Marco van Staden. When Saracens had the ball, Van Staden was there to steal that ball, disrupt the flow of the game for the Saracens. And also when the Saracens had any set piece like line outs inside the Bulls 22, they would disrupt them and not allow them to have that clean ball that Saracens like to have when they are on song.
And here goes Tompkins, moving across field. Honeycomb it is who drags him to ground. Ivan Funsell, that was well picked up by Billy Vunipola. Farrell slides it through 150 metres. Now that's around about 4,500 feet. Now believe me, the lungs burn, but it is about 1,500 feet higher when you go 40 minutes down the Ben Schoeman Highway to Ellis Park.
So this was a problem for them, really. They were not getting any clean balls or any clean flow of play, especially in the final third of the game. So it was very effective, by the way, because it prevented Saracens from scoring any major 7 points tries there. Saracens got a yellow card, and they got a yellow card, and the Bulls went for a line out. But they ended up knocking this ball and wasting this opportunity. Yeah, their hooker, the Eke van der Merwe, knocked this opportunity, and the Bulls didn't capitalize on this. I'm disappointed by this because I wanted them to be very efficient. Yeah. So the Saracens did very well by this time when there was this yellow card. They did not give any points away to the Bulls. They remained composed. But the Bulls looked really sharp. They looked really sharp, especially towards the half time. Their carries were really good. They were using their guys, their big players. Your early close, Cameron Honeycomb, their locks, their forwards, the front three. So they were really good. And this put the pressure on the Saracens now. They put pressure on Saracens. And when the team is under a lot of pressure, they end up giving away silly penalties, silly infringements, which can lead to yellow cards, as it happened here as Mario Teoche. He made a very silly infringement here, preventing the Bulls from getting that quick ball. He tapped the ball, I think, on the rack and was given a yellow card because it was very cynical from him. There was no warning for this. Straight yellow card because it was cynical.
Oh. Straight into Elliot Daly. And then there's a hand, and this time there is going to be a yellow card, and I think it's going to be Maro Itoje.
This now yellow card penalty allowed the Bulls to go score on the brink of half time through Cameron Honeycomb.
And start. Aka van der Merwe. Less than a metre out. Honeycomb this time, and they're wriggling over. Have they got it down? Not yet. And this time they have, and it's...
Halftime came, the points were Bulls 20, Saracens 6. First half, Bulls domination, Bulls complete domination. Saracens were quiet. They were not getting any good ball, no clean balls in the final third of the game. So they were not doing well. Their plan, how they usually like to play was very countered by the Bulls. So the second half, Saracens got a penalty at the start of second half. Just when it started the second half, they got a penalty. But now when their number 10, Owen Farrell, tried to find a touch on the corner, he kicked the ball on the full there. He failed to find touch, and the opportunity went to waste. Yeah. So it was an unforced error from him. Disappointing from the Saracens, actually, because he's Owen Farrell. We expect something of a higher caliber than what he did here. So this unforced error, on the back of this unforced error, the Bulls found their own opportunities. They received the ball from Saracens, and William Leroux got the ball, and then he made a pass. He looked up, made a pass inside to Ketli Arendse, and Arendse saw space, and he ran through that space. I think beat about 3 defenders of Saracens and broke through. And when he made that run, he found 2 guys on his right-hand side, on his outside. It was Tedman Hans and Ken Moody. But he made the option of passing the ball to the last guy who was more open. It was Ken Moody. Moody went on and was ankle-tapped by Owen Farrell, but that tap was not enough. He was not held on that tap, although he managed to carry, with momentum, carried him to go score this try for the Bulls. This was a very beautiful try from the Bulls. These Springbok players combining very well to score this try. It was beautiful. The back three of the Bulls.
Facing Saracens tonight is Kurtley Arendse. The step and the acceleration. It is something very special. And here goes Moody. The 2 wings combining. And that's a brilliant tap tackle. But
showed their caliber here. So now the Saracens became very desperate now by this time. They became very desperate as they were failing to get that tempo they like when they are in the final third of the field. So they got one chance now, one play, few phases, and one of these guys, number 8, Vunipola, cleaned Honeycomb dangerously. And upon review, the referees found that it was a high degree incident, high force on the head, no mitigation. He hit Cameron Van der Kom, he hit Cameron on the head, and so they went for a red card for Vunipola. So Saracens were reduced to 14 men for the remaining of the game.
Vunipola. Here goes Lucio Sinti.
But this kind of like galvanized Saracens, because now they showed their caliber. They really came together, did not give up, did not implode. They came together and they showed why they are top side in Europe. 3 times Investec Champions Cup winners, as they went on to score this try through Elliot Daly. This was a beautiful try they scored, dear Saracens, when they found themselves inside that Bulls at 22. They finally unleashed their backline players. Owen Farrell found Andy Good on the outside, and Andy Good squared on and made this nice pass to Elliot Daly. And Daly finished. It's very quick. Elliot Daly finished a beautiful try from Saracens.
Gonzalez, Farrell, weighted pass, that was good. Space now, perhaps for Elliot Daly, and Daly finishes quite super.
It was a very beautiful try, well constructed. They got this opportunity towards the end, and they capitalized. Saracens, beautiful try from them, beautiful try. This try gave them confidence now, and they were dominating the second half now, especially the last 10 minutes. Saracens were dominating, as they ended up scoring their second try through Theo McFarland.
It's a free hit here for Saracens now. Can they make it count? I think they can. On the line.
The Bulls were on the back foot by now. They were really struggling. And by this time also the Bulls had a yellow card through their number 4, the lock there. So it was not good for the Bulls now. The Saracens were doing very well. And they'd already cancelled that bonus point for the Bulls. So I was worried by this time. So the visiting team, Saracens, dominated this game until full time. Full-time score, Bulls 27, Saracens 16. So the Blue Bulls failed to get that bonus point try that was crucial coming to this game, because when you're playing this, it's very tough competition. You have to get the maximum points, especially when you're playing at home. Get the maximum points. At least you can have a chance of having good knockouts situations. So they failed to get this bonus point try, the Bulls. The Saracens played really well towards the end. I think they were really impressive towards the end. They showed the championship pedigree, the top side that stays on the fight and gives you a game. They were really good, Saracens. So the players who played well, Stedman Hans from the Bulls was brilliant, number 13. He was really good. He was good in defense, he was good in carries. He's a physical player, Stedman Hans. He's been very good actually this season. Cameroon Honeycomb, number 8 of the Bulls, he was brilliant, carried well, he was physical. Also, especially in the first 20 minutes of the game, he was brilliant. Cameroon Honeycomb, he was very good. Andy Good was brilliant of Saracens, especially when he was involved in that try that was scored by Elliot Daly. He was really good. And Theo Dan, the hooker of the Saracens, he had a very good game. This guy, he's a young guy, this one, but he played really well. So that's it for this review. It was very good. One of the best games, one of the top games I watched this weekend. Good luck to these teams. I hope this bonus point loss from the Bulls doesn't come back to haunt them in the future. Yeah, enjoy your evening. Thank you so much. Thanks.